You're listening to an Airwave Media podcast.
One thing I've learned as I've gotten older is that I'd rather have 5 shirts I actually love than 20 that just sit in the closet. So when it's time to replace the basics, I want stuff that's going to last, fit well, and not make me feel like I paid designer prices. That's exactly why Quince caught my attention. They've got everyday staples you actually wear. Organic cotton tees, premium denim, tailored chinos, even Mongolian cashmere sweaters that look great whether you're heading to work or grabbing dinner afterward. The first thing I picked up was one of their black hoodies, and honestly, that sold me on the brand. It's incredibly soft, it feels way more expensive than what I paid for it, and it's become one of those pieces I throw on all the time. I can wear it casually on the weekend, but it also looks polished enough to work in those business casual situations where you want to look put together without feeling overdressed. That hoodie is what convinced me to try their t-shirts next. Don't get me wrong, I own plenty of those packaged t-shirts that get the job done when you're in a pinch, but I wanted something that looked a little more refined, felt better, and held its shape. The craftsmanship on Quince's tees really won me over. They have that premium feel without the premium price tag, and they become some of the first shirts I reach for. What also stands out is how they're able to keep the prices down. Quince works directly with ethical factories, skips the traditional retail markup, and that means you're getting premium quality at prices that are 50 to 80% lower than similar brands. And it's not just clothes. They've got everything from hotel quality bedding and bath essentials to cookware and travel gear too. Upgrade your everyday. Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/triviality. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada and the UK too. That's QUINCE.com/triviality. One thing I've learned as I've gotten older is that I'd rather have 5 shirts I actually love than 20 that just sit in the closet. So when it's time to replace the basics, I want stuff that's going to last, fit well, and not make me feel like I paid designer prices. That's exactly why Quince caught my attention. They've got everyday staples you actually wear. Organic cotton tees, premium denim, tailored chinos, even Mongolian cashmere sweaters that look great whether you're heading to work or grabbing dinner afterward. The first thing I picked up was one of their black hoodies, and honestly, that sold me on the brand. It's incredibly soft, it feels way more expensive than what I paid for it, and it's become one of those pieces I throw on all the time. I can wear it casually on the weekend, but it also looks polished enough to work in those business casual situations where you want to look put together without feeling overdressed. That hoodie is what convinced me to try their t-shirts next. Don't get me wrong, I own plenty of those packaged t-shirts that get the job done when you're in a pinch, but I wanted something that looked a little more refined, felt better, and held its shape. The craftsmanship on Quince's tees really won me over. They have that premium feel without the premium price tag, and they become some of the first shirts I reach for. What also stands out is how they're able to keep the prices down. Quince works directly with ethical factories, skips the traditional retail markup, and that means you're getting premium quality at prices that are 50 to 80% lower than similar brands. And it's not just clothes. They've got everything from hotel quality bedding and bath essentials to cookware and travel gear too. Upgrade your everyday. Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/triviality. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada and the UK too. That's QUINCE.com/triviality.
Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neal, and Jeff. This is Triviality.
Hello and welcome to Triviality, the game where lack of seriousness meets a little bit of knowledge. My name is Ken, here in the studio with Jeff and Neal. I guess Matt has just quit at this point. Is that what this is?
Yeah, he's done. He's done.
No, he's busy with a job.
Mm-hmm.
Busy with his new job, so
he's trying to move up.
We're giving him a little space. How about that?
Giving him some grace.
He's trying to move up the indie corporate ladder.
Mm-hmm.
To quote Mormon Wives. Giving him some grace.
Giving him grace? Okay. Yeah.
Grace and some space.
Yeah.
I like that.
Well, he'll be back.
I'll be back.
Yeah. Don't worry. I guess
like
after...
Like the Terminator in Terminator 3.
That's right. Well, actually, no one else listening will know how long he's really been gone, but he'll be back.
That's true.
Yeah. But we have some great guests to kind of replace Matt, perhaps for the better and for the good. But we'll see what happens after that. So we're going to start with our guest players, Oakland 5 supporters on Patreon, which we very much appreciate. Shari and Eli Meyer, how are you?
We're great.
We're doing good.
And we know you're a little under the weather, but tell us a little bit about yourself and what's been going on and any exciting plans you might have for this summer.
So I'm Shari. I'm a high school English teacher. I've been doing that for 15 years now. We live in Massachusetts, a little bit west of Boston. And we're also raising 2 kids who are all kinds of challenging and also delightful, as like they do. But yeah, really love trivia. I found you guys after I got the call for Jeopardy back in 2019, and I've been listening ever since. So
Thank you.
I'm really excited to be on for the first time.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we love having you on. And did you have a nice Jeopardy experience?
Well, I came in third, but I lost to somebody who's still in the top 10 of all time.
What?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So, all good.
There can't be any blame.
That's like going to a park and playing a pickup game of basketball. Michael Jordan's like, I'll play this one.
It's funny, when we got on the plane, James Holzhauer's shows were still airing.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought we might show up and there he would be. And
Yeah.
it wasn't him, but we really thought it was going to be essentially the Michael Jordan.
So you got a little spoiler ahead of time.
Well, no, so his run had ended. I guess technically, yeah, we did get a little bit of a spoiler because we learned his run had ended, but there was a pretty big gap between the taping and when the show aired. But I knew at some point, I guess, that he would lose. Yeah.
Yeah, true. And how about you, Eli?
So I am, for the most part, a stay-at-home dad, taking care of the 2 kids. Although
Awesome.
on weekends, when I have the bandwidth and the opportunity to travel around to magic events as a judge to help keep everybody playing fair and fun. I have been doing trivia with Shari for a very long time. She usually kicks my butt because I have no memory for pop culture or for people's names. But if there is random science stuff or nerd crap, I will probably be the go-to for the answer over her.
And that's on your business card, right? Random science or nerd crap, I'm your guy.
Pretty much, yes.
And that is magic, as in the card game, not as in pulling rabbits out of hats competitively,
Yes,
correct?
I gave up pulling rabbits out of hats when I was younger because I told people I was a magician, and every time, show me a trick, show me a trick, show me a trick, and I just couldn't deal with that anymore. I still know how to do a few things with a deck of cards, but for the most part, I am playing the collectible card game owned by Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah, I quit doing magic tricks and picked up Magic the Gathering because of all the groupies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, traded one group of groupies for the other group.
All I had to do to get this woman to marry me was say, I play Magic the Gathering, and just like that.
Like magic.
Like magic, that's right. Well, thank you both for being here, for being Patreon supporters. We really appreciate it, and so excited to have you here too for the first time. And we need a host for today's game, and we love having our friend Doug Behrend on the show, Oakland 5 supporter as well. Doug, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Doing good. You got the backwards hat on today, looking pretty smooth.
Backwards hat. The Razorbacks are playing playing in the College World Series playoffs. And hopefully, after we get done with taping, so I've got my Razorback hat on, the backward hat. So I do have a pig on the front of my forehead right now because that's our mascot here.
Love it. Well, what have you been up to? What's been going on in your world?
Well, things are good. Still doing the professor thing here at the University of Arkansas. 37 years and 36 years, something like that. Too many years into it. But for the first time in a long time, I'm not either teaching or doing administrative work this summer. So I'm going to try to do the things I want to do my writing and research, and
Nice.
fix things around the house, and who knows what else. And maybe a little travel. We might go to the West Coast again this summer, where my wife has a lot of family. We've spent a lot of time the last few years.
Fantastic.
But all is good.
Good.
Great. Well, we're excited to jump into your game. We're all going to be playing as a team today. And Shari and Eli mentioned that they like to slip the word meow into their trivia team names.
Mm-hmm.
So today we decided on Meow is the winter of our discontent.
Great team name.
So hopefully we won't be discontented with Doug's game. I doubt that we will be, because we always appreciate his games when he presents them. So Doug, why don't you go ahead and take it away? We're excited.
Oh, thank you very much, and I don't think there's any Shakespeare on here for this time. I think I've had Shakespeare questions a couple times I've hosted before, but yeah, this is a standard game. No themes unless I tell you otherwise. And like in most of my games, any hints usually are not in the category titles, but any clues I have would be in the in the question. If there's something different, I may tell you otherwise. But that's generally how I write my questions. So, if you're ready to go, we'll start with round one and question one. And my first my first category is rock families.
Okay.
Question is, half-sisters Mackenzie Phillips and China Phillips are both daughters of John Phillips, who is a member of what 60s pop rock quartet? China's mother, Michelle Phillips, was also a member of the band.
The quartet, pop rock quartet.
Yep, from the 1960s.
Definitely great to talk about rock families because this is going to be the Mamas and the Papas.
Ooh, good call. Yes.
Bringing it
I agree.
right home. I like that.
Yeah, Shari, you got it straight away. This is the Mamas and the Papas, where both John Phillips and his second wife, the mother of China, but not of Mackenzie, so Michelle Phillips, excuse me, was also a member of the band, along with Denny Doherty and probably maybe the most famous member, Mama Cass Elliott, who did a lot of things, who was born Ellen Naomi Cohen. I believe she was from Boston originally as well. So, but that's a great answer to start. And,
I don't think I would have gotten that one in a million years. You guys?
100,000 years.
Okay. I just would have quoted the "Hold On" song probably a million times because that's them, right? Wilson Phillips.
That's right. Yeah. So China Phillips was also in Wilson Phillips, along with the Wilson sisters, right? Who were their father or uncle or whoever was in the Beach Boys. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Well done. And our second question, I've got the category as Mama, Papa. What 1997 animated film was the first to be produced by 20th Century Fox via its own animation division? This musical is based loosely on historical events and featured songs such as Once Upon a December and Journey to the Past, the latter of which was nominated for the Best Original Song Academy Award.
Is the 20th Century Fox?
Yes.
Is this What's that? Yeah, a musical film.
So I think I forget the name of it. It's the is it just Anastasia or the one about Anastasia, right?
That's what I was thinking too. Have you guys seen that one?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Do those song titles jive with you?
What were the song titles again?
Once Upon a December and Journey to the Past.
I think so, yeah, because it became a very successful musical that you can go see now, produced by Disney, that a lot of high schools do. That sounds familiar.
But the original animated was not Disney, right?
Correct.
It was 20. Yeah, okay.
Or not. I'm sorry, it was not produced by Disney, but it's produced from the cartoon, the Broadway version or whatever it is. That sounds right. 97, Anastasia.
Yeah, I've only seen that once, but I think that was what was feeling right to me as well.
Yeah, I think Eli's right on the money there.
Eli is right on the money. This is Anastasia, which was, we've got two grown daughters, and that was one of their favorites back in the day. And our younger of the two daughters just finished her MFA in theater direction in the spring. And this summer, she's got her first paid gig as a director, and she's going to be directing Anastasia here in Northwest Arkansas. So
that's
she's
awesome.
So we will be hearing Journey to the Past a lot, I'm thinking, over the next couple of months.
Eli, I like how you said no pop culture and you just pull Anastasia there.
Nailed
right
it.
I know cartoons.
Well, there you go. Everything leads back to a cartoon
I've
at some
never
point.
seen that movie, but I do remember seeing a magazine cover being like, does the mouse need to be scared? And it was like Anastasia and then like a shadow of a quivering mouse in the background or something like that.
I remember there's like a cartoon Rasputin too, and it's kind of creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Rasputin makes it into the stage show, though. I think
he's
that's
just in the wings, lurking.
Which is a good place for him to be. Well, excellent. You got that one right away. Well done, Eli. That was Anastasia. Our third question is Twister. That's a category. What Missouri city was hit by a catastrophic EF5 tornado on May 22nd, 2011? The storm caused over 150 deaths, over 1,000 injuries, and nearly $3 billion in damage in the city limits. This city shares its name with the last name of a well-known ragtime musician and composer.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. So I think I can get it from the second half.
Ken
no
loves
way
his
I would have
ragtime.
remembered the the first part of this question, but I do love my ragtime,
You
especially
do.
when it comes by in an ice cream truck.
Yeah, and the musical is probably going to sweep in a week.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know they made one.
Very famous. Yeah, actually, Mrs. Morelli's sister was in the original Broadway cast as an ensemble member.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's the name of the musical?
Ragtime.
Our high school
yeah.
choir teacher. Or yours.
I got no clue. Shari, you okay for them to answer?
Well, I mean, I think I figured it out too. I was
Oh,
thinking
okay.
I could only name, tornadoes are not really part of the country. They're very rare, but so the only one that I could really name was this one, and I think based on what Ken said, we would all agree it's Joplin.
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, very good. About 90 miles due north of where I'm sitting right now is Joplin, Missouri. And it was a really, really bad tornado. It happened on the evening of our older daughter's high school graduation party. And we had to keep people here in the house before driving back away because those storms were really nasty. But yeah, Joplin did it, and they'd had one other really serious tornado, which had happened almost exactly 50 years earlier there. So it was almost 50 years, and like 5 days later, those two bad tornadoes happened. So
Neal, if you can name a second ragtime composer, I will give you a crisp $1 bill.
Second ragtime composer.
Because I can't.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm
So
going
he
to.
could say something you wouldn't know.
I don't know if I'm going to pull it. I
I'd
mean,
have
it might
to check
be.
it.
Yeah, it might be Joseph Carlyle. I don't know.
All right. We'll see. We'll see later.
all right.
All right, Doug, take it away.
Yeah, everybody can check on that afterwards. All right. Our fourth category is presidents. Who is the only U.S. president who was born in New Jersey? That man also held another unique designation among all U.S. presidents until January 20th, 2025.
Oh, Jeff seems to know it.
I have an idea, but I want to hear other people's thoughts because I'm not sure.
So it's January 20th, 2025. So this is non-consecutive terms.
Oh,
Oh, right. So someone else who had non-consecutive terms.
Yeah,
That
my
would-
initial thought with New Jersey was Woodrow Wilson, but then exactly what Eli said. I thought non-consecutive terms, and that's yeah, do you
Cleveland.
know who it is? Yeah, it's
Cleveland?
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
It's Cleveland. Yeah.
Yes, it is Grover Cleveland, who was born in Caldwell, New Jersey, not far from where I was born. Grew up and actually did most of his politics in New York State before becoming president. And New Jersey, of course, has honored Grover Cleveland in the only way it knows how, by lending his name to a turnpike rest stop.
I wish he was just from Cleveland. It would just make things a lot easier. I don't know. Because when I was a kid, I always thought he was from Cleveland. I thought his name was like Grover, but he was from Cleveland, like really little. Obviously, he's not. But
Kind of like how a lot of occupations turned into surnames.
yeah, right.
So
Like
you're
John Fireman,
yeah, you're like, it's Grover of Cleveland.
the Grover of
John
Cleveland.
Fireman is the best example that you can think of.
That's all I had.
Not
That's all I
Smith,
had.
like the most common surname.
And of course, the playground joke of all of the names like John Smith and John Hancock. But
That's right.
Do you want our kids to listen to this or not?
We will be getting to the adult portion of the program a little bit later. So, but yes, Grover Cleveland is right, and you were right when the current president was inaugurated in 2025. He became the second person to serve non-consecutive terms, and the first and only other one before him was Grover Cleveland of New Jersey. All right, question 5 is hobbies. Having a perhaps surprising resurgence, what outdoor hobby is supported by the Merlin identification app from a well-known laboratory at Cornell University? Current estimates state that up to 100 million Americans participate in this activity, with about half of those traveling from home to do so.
Did you say 100 million?
I'm over 30 years old. I'm locked in.
100 million, nearly a third of the United States is doing this?
That's what they say. That's
I have the Merlin app on my phone.
I believe you.
Do you guys know this one at all? Shari and
I
Eli?
have literally no idea what's going on here.
The only outdoor activity supported by an app I could think of would be geocaching, but there's zero chance there's 100 million geocaches in the U.S.
It's like,
Yeah, I was thinking-
it's like a geocache, but it keeps moving, and you never know where it's going to be.
I was thinking geocache too, but yeah, 100 million seems so steep for that.
All right, let them know, Jeff.
This is bird watching.
Oh, birding.
That is correct. Yes, the Cornell Ornithology Laboratory is one of the most famous bird labs in the world, and they're trying to find the ivory-billed woodpecker down here. But yeah, the Smerlin identification app I haven't downloaded, but my wife says it is great. You can do great identifications through pictures, and I think it's the one where you can record a song
You
and
can record,
identify the bird by the song.
It's very cool.
Yeah. So,
that makes sense. Yeah, because when Colleen and I were in New York, I think she has it actually, because there's this bird that right outside our house that starts chirping at like 3 a.m. and it gets haunted by it, and we were in New York and we heard it. She's like, oh my God, that's the same bird. And she put it up, and I forget what it was, but yeah, it's cool how that works.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds very good. But yeah, I think it gained some steam during the pandemic, and it just has kept on going. And we know several very, very avid birders. Well done.
All right, after 5 questions, we're doing great. We got 5 out of 5 for 50 points after 5.
Sweet.
Excellent. Well done, y'all. That's very, very good. And so we will go to question 6, and the category is on tour. Which singer-songwriter began a surprise tour earlier this month in May 2026, in which her performances were announced the mornings of the shows through posting of old-school paper flyers in noted music hotspots such as Roswell, New Mexico, Lubbock, Texas, and Macon, Georgia? Her last solo release was 2020's Grammy-nominated Punisher, though she won 4 Grammys in 2024 as part of a trio.
Part of a trio. 2024 as part of a trio?
Yeah, she won the Grammys in 2024 for an album that was released in 2023.
Okay.
Punisher.
This seems like a Neal question for sure.
I know, and it's kind of throwing me off here.
Shari and Eli, any thoughts?
Not a clue.
No, I don't really follow like live music tours. I don't know who this could be referring to.
Is it one of the K-pop people? Lisa?
Well, they're a
Or whatever.
quartet. Yeah, Lisa Rose and Jisoo, and yeah, that's Blackpink, but they're a quartet.
What about the K-pop Demon Hunter?
Oh, Huntrix?
That was a little bit later. That
was 2025?
Yeah, that one in this year's Oscars.
Okay. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, Punisher.
And Oscars.
I like how that was never intended to be a band. And then just the success of the film, it's like, well, we should probably...
Plus they just sing the same song every time. I'm sure they're tired of it.
They released it in theaters just so that they could get it in the Oscars after it took off on streaming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well...
Yeah, this might be a stumper. Punisher. I'm sure I'm going to know it once you say it. Let's see. Part of a trio.
Frank Castle.
And you said, did you singer-songwriter...
If I added the word indie, which indie singer-songwriter, would that help?
Oh, yes. Is it oh no, I'm forgetting her name.
Phoebe Bridgers.
Phoebe Bridgers, yeah.
That is. It is.
She's in a trio with 2 other people. She is, yeah.
Boy Genius, right?
Boy Genius, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
So the indie word really got that one. It is, in fact, Phoebe Bridgers, right, who is one of the 3 members of Boy Genius. And just, one morning going through social media, I saw this, post from her, and it was, it was a little sign, we are playing in Roswell, New Mexico, and
now.
And then Lubbock, Texas, and then she came close to here, went to Little Rock, but we, you have to basically see the posters and then go line up at the venue and get your wristband for that night.
That's
and
wild.
no cell phones allowed, no cameras, anything like
That's
that.
cool.
So
That's
I think
cool.
she's,
I didn't know she was in a little band.
Yeah.
with Lucy Dacus and Julian Baker to Boy Genius.
Cool.
Excellent. Well done. And
Good teamwork.
We're staying in music and with the category Rhyme Time. What are the rhyming one-syllable stage names of the lead rappers of 90s hip-hop groups Naughty by Nature and Arrested Development? The former was married briefly to Peppa of Salt and Peppa, while the latter campaigned with Al Gore and Hillary Clinton during the 1996 presidential election.
So the rhyming
one-syllable stage names of the lead rappers of each of those groups, Naughty by Nature and Arrested Development.
I have no idea on this one. Naughty by Nature.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of I knew this at one point. I mean, I remember having these. albums.
Is it some of the Izzas?
No. It's very like
Shari and Eli, is this in your wheelhouse at all?
No.
Not even slightly.
Okay.
I knew this at one point.
One syllable too.
Yeah, it's I know it. It's just it's not coming out. I'm
All
not
right.
gonna. Paint.
We might have to take our first miss
Yeah.
on this one.
Yeah, I think this was a little bit tricky. The Naughty by Nature is from East Orange, New Jersey, my birthplace, and the lead rapper there is a guy who went by the name of Treach, Treach, and the lead rapper of Arrested Development is Speech.
Yeah.
Oh.
Treach and Speech. I think there was an Arrested Development question was that I think earlier this Learning League season, and that's what brought that to mind. And so, it has nothing to do with the game show.
Well, as a tribute to Dustin Diamond, Jeff's rap name is of course Screech.
I feel bad because I know like all these, they're kind of low on my hip hop group area. I could tell you all Wu-Tang, but that's okay. That was my bad, guys.
Yeah. All right. So Treach and Speech there. So first miss, y'all are doing amazing. Since Matt isn't here comes the first sports question. Football of the English variety. By defeating Everton on Sunday, May 24th, which English Premier League team avoided relegation? This North London side is one of 6 EPL teams that have never been relegated.
Is it Arsenal?
Well, they just played PSG.
I know they're having a pretty bad season this year, aren't they? Arsenal.
They always kind of are, yeah. No, they won the league. I think they won the league this year.
Because if they're playing PSG, that would be in the Champions League. That wouldn't. That wouldn't be an EPL.
I think they actually had a pretty good year because every time I see Arsenal doing well, someone has the meme from The Wire from Idris Elba is like, "Get the word out, we back up," or we're up again, whatever.
Yeah.
Shari and Eli, you guys soccer fans?
I can confirm that Arsenal is a football team.
Yes.
Okay.
That's kind of my general knowledge on this matter as well. I could list some teams. I don't know what leagues they're in, so we're going to be.
Well, think of
gentlemen,
London.
you guys make the call.
Like if it's North London, right? So we can rule out some other teams.
Yeah, I mean that's not West Ham.
Right.
Chelsea's Central London.
Right.
Manchester's obviously north of England.
Right.
Everton's north of England near Manchester. Fulham is a little bit northern.
Right. Fulham Football Club. Yeah.
I'm trying to think, Manchester City.
Just your best guess.
Or Man U. Those are both Manchester.
Yep. I guess we could. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. It'd be other than Arsenal. It would probably be.
It's not Liverpool, obviously. So.
Yeah. Why not? Let's just say Arsenal.
As somebody was saying, Arsenal had a good year this year. In fact, they did win. Yeah. They did win the EPL and just lost in the Champions League final yesterday, as from time of recording here. But this is Arsenal's arch rival in North London. This is Tottenham Hotspur.
That's right, Harry Kane. Yeah.
Yeah, Harry Kane. I think if Harry Kane was still on the team, they would not have been even close to relegation. But Tottenham is one of the big 6, one of the teams that has never been relegated. But this is the second season in a row that they finished one spot above relegation after, really not ever being close before. So it was, it's been a tough year for my friends who are Tottenham fans.
Is their star player? Isn't it? He's in the American, or he's in the MLS now, right?
Right. Kane left, and then Son is
in MLS, I think, right?
Right, but he's with the Galaxy now, and so I think their big problem is they don't have a star anymore. They don't have a star of that magnitude anymore. In any case,
if anyone has a chance, look up on YouTube. There's a really cool video of Tottenham's stadium, which is like super state of the art. They used it for NFL games, but it's crazy where they have the soccer field, and when the NFL comes into town, it opens up like a space station, like in Star Wars, and then an NFL stadium just like rises up from like very deep beneath the stadium, and then it replaces the soccer stadium. It's insane. It's really cool.
That is amazing. And in that beautiful new stadium, Tottenham, I think, lost 10 games in a row, or did not win 10 games in this beautiful new stadium, and couldn't win there this year.
The 6 clubs that have never been relegated for reference are Arsenal, Chelsea, Everton, Liverpool, Man U, and Tottenham.
Okay.
Thank you for that. I
Since
did not list
92.
those. Yeah, so
Was curious.
92 was the first year of the Premier League as it is structured today. Very good. All right, so that was Tottenham. I guess that was you were close, the right side of London, but the wrong team. Question 9 is food and travel. The late great Anthony Bourdain had 2 long-running television series that followed his culinary adventures around the world. The first ran for 7 seasons on the Travel Channel, and the second for 12 seasons on CNN, though that 12th season was cut short by Bourdain's untimely death. Name either of these shows for 10 points, and you can take a bonus for however many points you want if you can get both.
Ooh, let's say 5 bonus points, yeah.
5 bonus points.
Sounds reasonable.
Sherry, it looks like you might know one of them or both.
Yeah, I think one of them is No Reservations.
No reservation.
Yeah, I agree with that one. That's the one I know. I know there's another one. I think it's one word. The CNN one. Or maybe that's the CNN.
It's called The Layover.
Oh yeah,
right.
His memoir was Kitchen Confidential. I don't think that was the name of a show, though.
That's right. That was his memoir. Yeah, maybe it is. I think it is The Layover. It's like, hey, I'm laying over in the city for 24 hours. Like, where do you go to eat?
Right. I think I remember that. So we're going to say No Reservations as our main and The Layover as our second.
Yes, you get your 10 points. I am okay. The Layover is another series by him. It was also on the Travel Channel, and only ran for a couple of seasons. The CNN show that I had asked about is so you were right with No Reservations. The CNN show was called Parts Unknown.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But you got the one. It's they were great shows. I visited a couple of the places he went to when we were in Paris a few years ago, and he actually did one on the Ozarks where he ate squirrel and possum and all that kind of stuff. Things I have not eaten in any case.
There's a movie coming out with him with the guy from The Layovers. Was it Dominic Senior, whatever his name is, about one summer when he learned from a Michelin star chef.
Oh, cool! I haven't heard of that.
Yeah.
All right, so No Reservations is correct, so you get 10 points for that. You get full credit. And question 10, round 1, is names the same. The roster of the Oklahoma City Thunder, as of today, May 31st, 2026, have a pair of unrelated teammates whose names are pronounced identically, though their first names are spelled different. What is this name? First and last required.
Are you an OKC fan, Doug?
I know about these because one of these 2 players played basketball here at the University of Arkansas. And they are the closest team to Northwest Arkansas, so right. I do follow them. But I'll be rooting for the Knicks in the playoffs because I grew up rooting for the Knicks because of my New Jersey roots.
Heck of a game last night.
Jeff, seems like you know it.
It was. Yeah.
Do I? Possibly. I've
just seen a lot of videos of them flopping, so I'm glad they lost. But yeah, I don't know who.
What do you mean flopping?
Their whole team flops.
She's one of the greatest basketball players of the modern era. But
it's debatable. Go ahead.
I think this is Jalen Williams. I think they have 2 Jalen Williams.
2 Jalen Williams. Oh, that makes sense. Jalen, you could spell a bunch of different ways. Yeah.
That's indeed correct. Jalen, Jalen, who goes by J-Dub, and Jalen, Jaylin Williams, who goes by J. Will, are the 2 members of the Oklahoma City Thunder. And Jalen with the Y played for the Arkansas Razorbacks, and his current teammate Isaiah Joe on the Thunder also was not only his played here, but also was a high school teammate in Fort Smith, Arkansas. So we've got a lot of connections there, and so we follow them. But we're not going to be following them anymore this year, so because they
lost to the Spurs
last night. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, very good. That brings us to an end of round 1, and we have a very healthy 80 out of 100 points going into the second round. Before we do that, really quickly, want to remind you about our Patreon.
Yeah, we have some patrons in the room, in the studio with us today, which we very much appreciate. If you'd like to join them and not hear these ads anymore, get some bonus episodes every month, and just help support the show.
Weekly bonus episodes.
Weekly bonuses, that's right. If you just want to help support the show, though, feel free to go to patreon.com/trivialitypodcast. You can find all the information over there, but we just appreciate all your support. And if you can't support us in that way, we always appreciate a review or just tell a friend or kidnap someone on a road trip and make them listen to us for 16 hours. Any of those options are very...
For as little as $5 a month, right?
That's
it's
right.
Like one matcha latte.
Yeah, well, probably even less than a matcha latte at this point with inflation. Yeah, but have a matcha. Don't have a matcha, but support the show if you can in any ways possible.
And we will take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Hello.
Look what TJ Maxx dragged in.
The Devil Wears Prada 2 is now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu.
We are digital, we are downloadable, we are streamable.
The fashion event of the year is certified fresh.
Pull yourself together, we have work to do.
Critics say it's smart and witty and the perfect sequel.
That's all.
Get runway ready for The Devil Wears Prada 2 on Disney Plus and Hulu. Rated PG-13.
All right, we are back and ready for round 2. Doug, take it away.
All right, y'all did so well in that first round. Very, very good. And I expect more of the same. And the first may be a good question for our guests. The category is children's books.
There you go.
Written by, you may know this just by, if you're into children's books, you may just know this after these first 4 words. Written by Jeff Kinney. What is the 4th, or probably 3rd by now, best-selling book series of all time? The first book in the series was published in 2004, with the 21st book in the main series due for release later this year. The franchise also includes 4 live-action films, 4 animated films, and a musical that hasn't made it to Broadway.
Wow, that's a large franchise for something I don't know what it is.
Yeah, Shari, do you know this one? You and Eli?
I do. Our son is a big fan of this series. And in fact, the author has a bookstore about 20, 25 minutes from where we live. Yeah. The series is Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Oh, yeah.
It is indeed the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Figured that would be right up the alley of parents raising children of a certain age. And since I bragged on my younger daughter in the first half, my older daughter works for the publisher that publishes the Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and she works fairly closely with Mr. Kinney and the rest of the Wimpy Kid team. There is such a thing called the Wimpy Kid team. It is
cool.
It is a highly successful. He does these. I don't know if you've ever had a chance. He does these tours when he releases each book. So they did one here in Fayetteville at the high school auditorium, and we saw one when we were in San Diego a couple years ago. So if your kids are into that, look out for a Jeff Kinney tour near you. But he does a good job of selling this. He is just a wimpy kid. Yeah, he is a big kid.
He is definitely my favorite Jeff.
There's a great little mini documentary on YouTube if you want about the creation of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid Macy's Day Parade float, which is kind of cool. Just to kind of see how they made it and everything.
That's right. He's a balloon, right? One of the big balloons right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Excellent. Well done. Good, correct answer. The second question for round 2 is biopics. The subject of a 2023 biopic in which she was portrayed by Annette Bening, who swam from Havana, Cuba to Key West, Florida in 2013, becoming the first person ever to complete this dangerous swim without a shark cage or use of swimming aids such as swim fins or flippers. It was her 5th attempt to do this feat.
I remember this movie. There's no way I know the person's name, though.
I remember the movie, too. Yeah, I don't know the name. Shari, have you seen this, or Eli?
You don't know this, right? No, that's not the kind of thing he would know. I'm pretty sure I know the name. I might need a little help with the last name. First name is Diana, and I think her last name is Nyad. Is that right?
Ooh,
is that like Nyad?
I think so.
That sounds familiar. Let's go with it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep, that is correct. Exactly. Diana, N-Y-A-D. Yeah, so Diana Nyad was a famous distance open water swimmer. I got to know her when I was growing up, probably a teenager, when she swam around Manhattan Island.
Oh, cool.
Several times at really great speeds. Interestingly, as I was writing this question, that swim from Havana to Key West has not been certified by the World Open Water Swimming Association, which, if you take the acronym, you could just pronounce it WOWSA, because they didn't have independent observers. There were incomplete records for the swim, and there were some other irregularities. So it has not been certified and by either the organization or the or for the Guinness Book of World Records. It's just she did it, but there were irregularities in the record keeping. It sounds like.
I guess
So-
you have consolation. You get a movie, I guess, made of you.
And yeah, exactly. And when I was reading these to my wife yesterday while we were practicing, we realized a great mnemonic for her last name is a naiad, which is a water nymph. Naiad. So it is virtually the same word. So so I'm never going to forget her name again.
Well, that right there is the difference between a Jeopardy contestant and a podcast dork.
Yeah, right. Getting the clue there.
Poll.
Yeah. A naiad shows up all the times in crossword puzzles, and if you got the right letters in spelling bee right on the New York Times games, it's a great word for those things as well. So naiad, Diana Naiad is a naiad of sorts. Well done. The next question is, let's see, question 3, round 2, and this might be good for some of the folks in the studio. Chicago history. Who was the first woman to serve as mayor of Chicago? She served from 1979 to 1983 and was followed by Harold Washington, the first African American to serve in the same position. Her last name is shared by a former governor of New Jersey, whose second term overlapped with her term, and by the leader of an American new wave band that released the albums Fear of Music and Remain in Light during her term.
A new wave band had the same name?
The leader of the new wave band, the last name of the leader of that band.
Okay. Well, who's Ida B. Wells?
I believe she was an activist.
Okay.
I don't think she was mayor.
Who else do we have streets named after?
I don't think she necessarily had streets named after her, because most of the street names would have been set before.
Well,
I know we have like honorary Richard Daly Way.
Yeah, we have Harold Washington Library named after her.
I'm trying to remember her name. I feel like it was like Jane something.
Well, you're probably thinking of Jane. The house, the halfway house,
Hull House,
Hull House. Jane, maybe, yeah, maybe not. Or are you thinking of Jane Addams?
No.
Well,
we always get the Chicago questions wrong.
Yeah, they're too deep for us.
Yeah. Sherry, do you happen to know this one just from any of the clues, like the new wave band or?
No, we're I think of no help on this one.
Yep.
Sorry, I could tell you some New York City mayors, but not Chicago.
Well, should we just go with Ida B. Wells?
Sure.
Even though it's not our best effort, but I'm sure it's going to be a street name.
It will, and it'll be something we know too. It's probably like a library or a community center.
Yeah.
It's not Ida B. Wells. I think she was a bit earlier, so from 1979 to 1983. You had the first name right, Jeff. It is Jane Byrne, Byrne.
Yeah, the Byrne interchange.
So David Byrne was
David Byrne of the Talking Heads, right? So Fear of Music and Remain in Light were the two albums they released during those 4 years.
Jane Byrne.
Jane Byrne. It came before Harold Washington, I think, but after Daly the Younger was mayor. Would that make sense?
Or Richard J. What was the Richard M. right?
Richard M. Daly, and then J was the
dad, right?
The dad. Well, I guess Byrne didn't get a parking meter set up that we owe Saudi Arabia for like 100 years, so that's good.
Yeah,
99.
Not great.
99
Don't
years.
exaggerate.
Not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember much about her term, but she was challenged by Washington in the Harold Washington in the primary, and he won that, and I think he served a couple of terms as Chicago mayor. All right, so sorry, the Chicago history question did not.
We knew we were going to get it wrong, but it's okay. We appreciate the question.
I could see you getting nervous, right? Oh my God, here's one we should get right. All right, very good. Let's see. Fifth question, round 2, is psychology. That's the topic, the category in any case. What term has come to be used for the idea that not all human brains are the same, and that describing those who fall outside the typical are not somehow deficient, abnormal, or weak? This term is frequently used to describe the cognition of individuals on the autism spectrum, and it encourages us to embrace the many different ways in which humans engage with the worlds around them.
Yeah, we know this.
Oh, you do, yeah.
Our kids meet, or at least one of our kids meets this criteria, and I probably do too. I believe that you are looking for neurodivergence.
Sounds right to me.
Yeah, neurodivergence, neurodiversity are all great terms for that. It's really I think, a big change, a big improvement in how we think about individuals on the spectrum and other individuals who approach the world with brains somewhat different than the norm. And I hate the word typical. Let's say maybe it's the most frequent way of looking at things. And I'm not even sure that that's right anymore as a psychology professor. So, but yeah, neurodivergent, neurodiversity, all would be good answers. Well done. Question 16 is venues. What is the name of the legendary music club located in Athens, Georgia, that was a major player in the introduction of punk, new wave, and alternative rock in the United States? If you're feeling dim, bands that have made their mark at this club include Pylon of Montreal, the Drive-By Truckers, and last but not certainly least, the band REM.
All right, so he said the word dim, which makes me think maybe there's like light in
Like
the
porch
title
light
or
or
something
something?
like that.
Candlelight?
Night light. Something like
Shari,
that.
do you have an idea?
I mean, the only thing I could have told you about Athens, Georgia, and music is that REM is associated with
Oh,
it.
yeah.
That was given in the question.
Well, I know growing up around here, there was a kid-friendly venue that was like Christian-oriented called the Nightlight that we used to play at a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is a different Nightlight.
Could be nightlight, yeah. Dim, moonlight, nightlight.
Do you guys like any of those?
Firelight.
I don't know. It's like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, and you really don't know. We should answer something with light.
All right. Well, let's go ahead with Nightlight then.
Yeah, that's a great guess. And dim, in fact, was the clue there. If you've got some light bulbs in your house for normal lights, what's the dimmest bulb you typically will put in? It's this club is called the 40-watt club.
Oh, the 40-watt. Okay.
The 40-watt club, very famous club in Athens, it wasn't where REM's first show was, but it was their home base, and all that. The B-52s were from Athens as well, long sort of things. And we took a trip earlier this spring, my first time ever. But REM is one of my 2 or 3 favorite bands, and finally saw shows at the 40-watt. It was a weekend of 3 songs, 3 shows by a couple of my favorite bands, and we had a great time there, and a terrific club, great sound, and highly recommend going there. They've got a Athens music walk of fame on the street walking down to the club. It's pretty cool.
Well, very cool. And after 5 questions, we're a couple smiling, happy people here looking at the score, because we have 110 out of a possible 150 right now.
Pretty
going
good.
into the second half of round 2.
All right. Question number 16. Again, Matt's not here, so we've got one more sports question. The San Diego Padres have never won a World Series. However, they did appear in the World Series twice, in 1984 and 1998. Name the winning team in either of those World Series. And again, we'll give you 5 bonus points if you can name both. And you'll also get bonus points if you can tell me how many games the Padres won over those 2 series. And those bonus points will be equal to the number of games they won.
I bet you it's 0.
I bet you it's 0.
So they both got swept twice.
Yeah.
What were the years?
84 and 99, you said?
98.
98.
So the Marlins won in 97.
Yeah,
That
because they
was-
beat the Indians.
Yep.
At the time, Cleveland was my favorite team. So
Because Padres are a national team, right? So we're looking for an American League.
yeah. Because I was thinking the Mets are national, right?
Yeah.
Because I thought Mets were like mid-80s. They won, or maybe that
They
was like
did. I'm a Mets fan. They did not win.
When did they win?
In 86. It's been 40 years.
86, right? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Is this Yankees?
It probably is the first of that stretch that the Yankees won, because I'm thinking they won 3 of the 4 years I was in high school, which is insane. They did not win in 2001. They won in 2000 against the Mets, so they would have won in 99, and they would have won in 98. So I think that, the Yankees should be our answer.
Okay.
I like it. Yeah.
Do you want to try for the second one, or you just want to go for the 84?
So what American League teams were good in the 80s?
So I don't think we really know the second one, but Shari, what's your best guess?
Well, Eli wants to guess the A's, so sure, we'll
The
guess.
A's.
Mhm.
All right.
Yes, yeah. Well, you're right. It was the Yankees. I didn't know, Shari, you were from Staten Island and knew I'm also a Mets fan. And so it was the Yankees in 1998. And yes, the Yankees swept the Padres in 1984. It was the Detroit Tigers. One of their great seasons in the 80s where they did not sweep, but San Diego won just one game. So you would have gotten one bonus point if you had had. So they've been in 2 World Series and won one game. So,
All right, so just 10 points on that one.
Yeah, 10 points on that one. Well done. All right, question number 17 is accent. What accent? What is the word used frequently to refer to the strongly accented English that is used and heard in Ireland and elsewhere in the British Isles? Likely coined by the English poet John Skelton in the 16th century, this same word is also a type of low-heeled shoe common in the British Isles.
Is this like the Irish brogue?
Yeah, brogue is what I was going to say.
Brogue is a type of shoe.
Never heard of it as a shoe, but
that is a shoe. I don't think I would have pulled this, but yeah, it's got to be a brogue.
Yeah, we're going to go brogue.
You did not go rogue. Brogue is the right answer. So well done. It is a very kind of sturdy standard shoe, as well as a word used for all sorts of non-standard English dialects that you hear there, including Gaelic, Irish, Scottish, what have you. Well done. Brogue is absolutely right. All right. Question, let's see, this is 18. Poets and poetry. Name the Muskogee Creek writer and musician who served as the first Indigenous Poet Laureate of the United States from 2019 to 2022. She is currently serving as artist in residence at the Bob Dylan Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Though they share a last name, she is not related to the director of the television shows Reservation Dogs and The Lowdown.
So I know this one because I actually teach her poetry in my class.
Oh, great. Oh, nice.
Yes, and I used some of her work from the Poet Laureate project she did.
Yeah.
To help structure some stuff I've done with a novel I just wrapped up teaching. So it's very exciting. Her name is Joy Harjo.
Nice.
Her name is Joy Harjo, and Harjo is just a very common last name among Native Americans around Oklahoma. The 5 the Cherokees there, Choctaw, Creeks, Osage, all those sorts of things. But she is not related to Sterling Harjo, who is the producer, director of Reservation Dogs and The Lowdown, which were also shot within sort of eastern Oklahoma, not very far from where we are. So excellent. Joy Harjo, a great poet. She's got like 7 albums of music too, and she's written a couple of plays. Very, very much a real creative force. All right. Question number 19. Art heist. The largest unsolved art theft in history was the 1990 heist. I had no idea you guys were here, Shari and Eli. It was the 1990 heist at the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in what city? The thieves dressed as police officers. The thieves were dressed as police officers and stole 13 works, including several masterpieces, the estimated value of which is approximately $500 million.
Do you guys know this?
It's Boston, right?
Sure is.
Yeah. The Gardner Museum. It is the largest unsolved theft, or in terms of and the longest unsolved theft of art, where they still don't know where the art is. They've arrested folks who just the ones who were responsible for the Louvre, but they still don't know where those jewels are either. But that was 20 years or 30 some years after that. So this was the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum in Boston. Well done. All right, question 20. Taglines is the category. Where were you in '62 was the tagline for what 1973 film that was one of the cornerstones of the 50s nostalgia craze of the 1970s. It was the second feature film directed by George Lucas.
Oh, yeah. I know this one, yeah.
I have a guess.
Yeah, you can take it.
Is this American Graffiti?
Mm-hmm.
Very good, Jeff.
It is American Graffiti. He saw the writing on the wall and went to science fiction. But yeah, this was Where Were You in '62? This is when I was just entering high school, and it seems like every generation has this nostalgia craze for the previous or next previous generation. So, in the 90s, right, it was Swing Me. I guess that was 4 years ago. A lot of music now sounds like it came out in the 2000s. So it was it's interesting to see how that works. But yes, American Graffiti was correct.
I wonder what generations they're going to do in 20 years now that culture is dead.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't go that far. After 2 rounds, we did great in the second half of the second round, so we are at 160. Very good.
Yeah, well done, everybody. Well done. I was like it when most of the questions are answered. A couple of stumpers are always good, but you did really, really well.
Before we go to the final 5 questions, just want to remind you to come check us out over at patreon.com/Triviality Podcast. You don't have to hear these ads anymore if you sign up for as little as $5 a month, but you get so many more bonus episodes per month, and also just a great community. You can join us on Discord and interact with all of our other listeners. If you want to host a game, you can get your game play tested, ask questions of everyone in that community too, which is really fun. But join the Patreon community, get a bunch of extra content, and just help support the show. And at the end of the day, your support is what keeps us going. So go to patreon.com/Triviality Podcast.
And we'll be right back after this break.
The perfect lunch combo. That first bite of your favorite sub, followed by ice-cold Pepsi. Add a couple of friends, and now that's next level. Suddenly, the laughs get louder, the stories keep flowing, and the food tastes better. Because Pepsi brings out more flavor, more fun, and more of the moment. Food deserves Pepsi. Grab a Pepsi Zero Sugar today.
We are back, ready for 5 more to finish out this fantastic game.
Excellent. Well, I hope these are fantastic questions. We are now heading to our slightly more adult-themed part of the show, so you guys can decide.
Shari and Eli, turn it off for the kids now.
I mean, it's nothing too much. So, but and there is a theme for these final 5 questions.
Okay.
All right. So the first category is for the money. The 2018 documentary Orgasm Incorporated and the 2025 book Empire of Orgasm, Sex, Power, and the Downfall of a Wellness Cult both focused on what organization founded by Nicole Daedone in 2004, supposedly encouraging mindfulness via the practice of, scare quotes here, orgasmic meditation. One person interviewed for these works said that the company was, quote, really, really good at gradually desensitizing you to giving up larger and larger amounts of money. So I want to know what the name of that company was.
Oh, the name of the company, not. I was thinking of a cult, actually.
It's the name of the company, which was somewhat cultish.
It's not Goop, is it?
No, that's still going.
Goop didn't go that far?
No.
Was it like, I'm thinking of those, I'm thinking of cults too.
I was just thinking of the cult that Allison Mack was in from Smallville.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I
She was in a cult?
That too.
Yeah, she was in jail.
You didn't hear about this?
No.
She was in
They
jail.
were like branding people.
Yeah, she like groomed a bunch of
you
people.
got to look at that. You got to look this up, Jeff.
That's
if you haven't
horrifying.
heard about this.
No, I don't want to. No,
Yeah, she
I want to
groomed
live in a
people,
bubble.
and she's in jail, and yeah.
No, I want to live in a better world.
Yeah, it was like XMZ. It was like Roman numerals or something.
Yeah,
right?
I know it. Yeah,
but that's not a company.
That's not what we're talking about here.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
No clue.
I haven't heard this before. That a company. Yeah,
I think there was a cult or something called like just Love. Maybe this is the same thing. Let's just say Love.
Well, you're going to have to look this up because I can't tell you everything about it. But this was an organization called One Taste, all one word, One Taste. Wow. And so it came across my my radar because earlier this year, Nicole Daedone was convicted and sentenced to a 9-year prison term for her role in, and this is from the case, a forced labor conspiracy. The judge wrote, coercion disguised as wellness or empowerment is still exploitation, and it is a crime that causes harm to vulnerable victims. So just look up One Taste, and depending on your taste, you may want to read more about it. It was pretty insane what they did.
Netflix made a movie about it?
In 2018, there was a Netflix doc called Orgasm Inc. And so, it was as early as 2013 or 14 that people started raising concerns about this company. I think it was 2018 when the first charges were made, and it wasn't until 2023 or so that a grand jury indicted her and her coworkers on this. Yeah. So yeah, read it and probably weep. But yeah, One Taste is the name of the company. All right.
Question 2, category hardcore pornography.
Question 2, category. No, I'm still with the softcore stuff. This is just the category is for the show.
Okay.
What hip hop? There's a lot of hip hop. I'm not a hip hop guy. This is like the third hip hop question, right? What hip hop group's 1990 album, Banned in the USA, was the first album to have a parental advisory label for explicit content and lyrics? This band and its most famous member were also involved in several obscenity-related lawsuits and concert raids.
I know this one.
Do you guys have an idea, Shari and Eli?
I don't, but I would imagine that 2 is in the name because we had One Taste for the money, and then for the show. So something with 2.
Yeah, you're right on the money. I believe this is 2 Live Crew.
It is 2 Live Crew, and I, again, for podcasting purposes, no need to further discuss the names of the tracks on that record or anything like that. But yeah, it was 2 Live Crew and Luke Skywalker Campbell, who is the most famous and most notorious member of that group. Well, yeah, that was the first. Tipper Gore got that sticker on that album. That was the first one ever to have a parental advisory on it. All right. Question 3. Get ready is the category name. What collective name is given to corn, aka maize, beans, and squash for their importance in indigenous North American and Mesoamerican cooking and culture? The 3 are often grown together and comprise a symbiotic plant complex, as the corn stalks serve as a trellis for the climbing beans. The beans fix nitrogens in their roots to stabilize the maize, and the wide leaves of the squash plant keeps the soil moist and shaded and helps to prevent weed growth. So what is the collective name given to maize, beans, and squash?
I'm trying to remember. I think the word Trinity is in the name.
No, it's just it's 3. They're called Eli said it, the 3 Sisters.
Oh yeah.
Right. 3 Sisters. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just thought that was a Chekhov play.
It is a Chekhov play. It's also the name for the 3 trees that guard one of the baskets at my local disc golf course. We call them the 3 Sisters, but it is most notably known as, these are the 3 Sisters of indigenous American crop growing and cooking, and they comprise a complete protein and all those sorts of things. So the 3 Sisters is correct, right? Not to be confused with the Holy Trinity of New Orleans cooking, which would be the other.
Corn loves Chekhov. If you read it Chekhov, it'll grow faster.
Oh, I will try that. All right. Question number 24, fourth in the last 5. The category is on the floor. What beverage line, first available in the U.S. in 2005, and is so named because its original formula's major ingredients were taurine, guarana, caffeine, and wormwood? None of those ingredients are in the beverage's current formulation, which can contain up to 14% alcohol by volume, depending on where it's sold and the state regulations for alcohol.
Are they still around?
I guess. Yeah, Shari, Eli, I know you smiled, so I feel like you know it.
I think we're all the same age, and we probably all know what this is. And, neither of us drank it. Did you guys drink this?
No.
I know. I knew someone who drank it out of a paper bag, but I never did. No.
It's Four Loko.
Yeah, it is Four Loko, and it is still manufactured today. That removed all the original stimulants, but is manufactured by a company called Fusion Projects out of some city called Chicago. Illinois. Yeah, and it doesn't have any of that stuff in it anymore. But this is Four Loko. I figured this would be right up your guys.
See, that's what you get on this podcast. You ask us historical Chicago questions. We can't get even close to it, but we know Four Loko. So
it is a beautiful thing. It really is. All right. And all right, last question. The category is for fighting. What is the shared name of these 3 things? An oil change franchise that has over 13 locations. Over 1,300 locations. They have 14 locations. They're really bad. No, this is an oil change franchise that has over 1,300 locations in North America. A late 90s boy band based in Orlando, Florida. And according to Billboard magazine, the biggest selling jazz single of all time.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, sir.
the jazz single is Take 5.
Yep, Dave Brubeck.
Dave Brubeck, yeah.
Take 5 is correct. After that first one, which I knew was going to be a little bit tough, you ran those very well. Yeah. It's Dave Brubeck gets quite credited for that, but it's actually the guy who plays the saxophone, Paul Desmond, on that, who wrote Take 5. But it's one of the largest selling jazz albums, and it is the largest selling jazz single of all time. Well done. You got 4 of those.
Great.
And,
we had.
I was just going to say, and you hit Shari. I think you hit the theme immediately. 1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 to get ready, 4 on the floor, and 5 for fighting were the clues. Well done.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, we did great in that game. 200 out of possible 250. So that's a passing grade in my book.
Oh yeah, pass, A+. I might even bump you up to the A line for that. You did a really
how nice.
Really,
you're the nice professor on My Professor.
Doug Graves on a curve. So.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Well, Doug, that was a great game. We had a blast. Thanks again for hosting.
Well, my pleasure. Thanks for having me again, and I'm glad the questions were at least somewhat up your alley, and they made you think, and hopefully learned a couple new things.
Hey, we got Naiad and Nymph, so I'm not going to forget that now. So, love that. Well, thank you. Any shout outs before we let you go, Doug?
I think I often do this. Support the arts wherever you are. They're having again, I guess I'm vested in this because one of my daughters is just about to embark on a career in the fine arts and theater, and so especially if you can do it, you can go to Broadway, buy the big name articles, but do support the arts and culture wherever you live. It's a really important part of who we are.
Well said. Yeah, thank you, Doug. And Shari and Eli, thank you so much for being on. It was so fun. I know you had a little bit of a cold, but hopefully maybe this helped keep it under wraps. But any shout outs, anything you'd like to say before we let you go today?
Yeah, thanks so much for having us, Doug. That was a great game. A lot of really fun questions. I just want to say support your local library and fight back against book banning, my friends. Access to information is really important. We need to have a literate society, a well-educated society in order to retain our democracy.
Well said. Yeah, thank you so much. And please report back on the Weird Al concert. You're going to take your kid to, so that'll be really fun.
Yeah, it was great to meet you guys, Shari and Eli.
You as well.
Eli, any shout outs before we let you
go? No, I think Shari covered it.
All right. Well, maybe we'll see you at a Magic tournament with Jeff. We'll have to do the final showdown here at someday.
Well, I won't be able to play much because when I go to the tournaments, I'm working. But say hi if you see me in the blue shirt.
If we can get you to judge Jeff and just judge him poorly, that'd be fun.
I will absolutely judge him.
It will not be hard.
Okay. But we also want to thank our network, Airwave Media, for helping us out as well.
That's right. Go to airwavemedia.com. Check out some other great Airwave shows, such as Mysteries at Midnight, The Shallow End, and Unpacked.
All right. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Thank you to Shari and Eli for playing and being on our team. For Meow is the Winter of Our Discontent. It was a great team name. And Doug, for all your questions. Matt obviously wasn't here, but he will be back in a jiffy, maybe like take 5, with like an oil change or something. And we will see you all soon. But for Jeff and Ken, Shari and Eli, and Doug, my name is Neal. We'll see you next time on another episode of Triviality.